Hey bikers, thanks for tuning in to Biker Man. Today is part 2 of my Something Old, Something New mini-series. Welcome to the Something New. So, I don't know how you guys are with new trails. I love seeing new cool things, exploring, like little railroad trestles like this. But I'm also like completely discombobulated for like 75% of the ride, which means that like a couple mile ride takes me way longer. I'm not sure which direction to be going in. Typically it's counterclockwise, but in this situation it was kind of all over the place in different sections, and I wasn't totally sure which one was going to loop around and which one wasn't. But nonetheless, this was in riding distance to the trails that I had ridden last week, which I had ridden before. You can check out my previous video on that one. So I just rode like maybe a mile to these trails, and I've been wanting to check them out for a while. They're finally mostly dry, and it was a beautiful day, and it was really fun. I mean, there's a lot of sections like this that were just like right on my level, not too sketchy, not too crazy, just more of like a pedal and look around and check out stuff that looks cool and different. And this was like embedded between this little creek and this neighborhood that you can see off to the right, and it was a fun little ride. I actually would love to make this like a normal part of like my ride, like hit the stuff that I did previously, and then there's some nice covered paved trails also. I could do like a nice like 20-25 mile ride and just make like a nice loop. So that's what I'm thinking. But as far as this particular day, like I was a bit of a mess with being able to pedal through everything and stay on my bike. So this ride was maybe a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, and you could tell it's like everything's in great shape. There are some sections that you'll see up in the future here where there's still water in the creek bed and I couldn't, properly cross or whatnot. But overall, I mean, this looks great. This looks like late spring, early summer kind of conditions. Since then, we have gotten like several inches of rain, hail, wind. Luckily it hasn't cooled back down. See, check out this little spot. Listen to those birds singing. I love spots like this right next to the creek. Yeah. But anyway, so this is totally, at this point, this is not even rideable now. And the way that the soil is here, it can take, we've still got rain scheduled this week, but depending on the weather, like it can now be like a month or two before I'm able to get back to these trails again. So, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, I guess, as far as the trail conditions right now. And then this one, there were several spots too where there were like down trees and stuff, so it haven't even fully been cleared from sort of the winter weather. It hasn't really gotten into its, spring or summer prime. And this particular area here too was like, there were a lot of branches down, and it was a little mushy. You can kind of tell that this area doesn't get a lot of sun. This was midday, so it just hasn't really warmed up or cleared out yet. Yeah, it's muddy there. And you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but the water has crested this little creek bed here and just washed branches and sticks and all kinds of stuff up onto the trail. But look how beautiful that spot is. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I'm not like a gnarly rider. It's all about like seeing stuff and checking new stuff, cool stuff out. And it's cool also to just, I mean, it's a, you know, I don't live in like an isolated area. It's fairly populated, and it's cool to just have like little pockets of stuff like this that just makes you feel like there's nobody else around, you know? I maybe saw like 2 or 3 other people, and there's like a neighborhood and houses all over the place. There's a school and all kinds of stuff right here. But this is one of the sections that I was talking about that, I mean, the trail continues up there sort of straight ahead and then goes up this side of the hill, but that water right there is just like there's a coat of algae on there, and you can roll through it, but pedaling through it wouldn't you'd probably slip and slide all over the place. So that, like, once things dry out, that spot will be all right, but right now there are a few areas that are still not rideable. But this is like a little pump track section, and some of this trail I think really has the opportunity to be like that once it's like fully dried out and cleared off and everything. Little pump track stuff is fun. Stay on the bike and the trail and stay dry. So that's gonna be just about the end of go squirrel go. Just about the end of my the second half of my something old something new ride day. Tell me what you think of these trails. I think they're pretty awesome. I hope they're dry again soon. Hope to get back out there soon. Hope you guys are starting to get out there. I feel like the weather's seems like been a little herky-jerky. Seems like summer, seems like spring, and then it's wet winter again. But anyway, hope you guys are doing something out there. It's been nothing but road and street since I took this ride pretty much, but hopefully I'll have some new video for you soon. Thanks for tuning in to Biker Man, and I'll see you out there.